Previously, in Vidura's life lessons, Vidura learned that knowledge alone doesn't create success. Fear, doubt, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance, these were the true enemies of wealth. Rich Dad had said, "The world is full of money. It flows everywhere, but it flows to those who overcome their inner battles." And Vidura did. He conquered fear and built courage. But his next challenge wasn't fear anymore. It was discipline.
Where every story shifts your mindset into gear, motivation, movement, meaning.
With his kiosk and digital studio finally growing, Vidura faced a new kind of question. His company job gave him a steady paycheck. His side businesses were starting to pay too. But at the end of every month, he still had nothing left to save. Bills, rent, employees, groceries, everything went out. Nothing stayed in. Until one evening, Rich Dad gave him a rule that changed his life forever. Pay yourself first, Vidura. Vidura stared at his bank statement. Money came in and disappeared instantly. He thought he was earning more, but he was just spending faster. Rich Dad said, "Most people pay everyone else first, their landlord, their boss, their bank, and forget the one person who should be paid first, themselves." Rich Dad smiled when Vidura confessed his frustration. "Pay yourself first," he repeated. "Before you pay your rent, before your bills, before anything." Vidura frowned. "But what if I don't have enough left for expenses?" Rich Dad chuckled. "That's exactly the point. When you pay yourself first, your mind finds ways to make the rest work. You create pressure, and pressure creates solutions." That night, Vidura created a simple rule. No matter how little he earned, 10% would go directly to himself. Not for shopping, not for travel, for investing. He started small, 500 rupees from each paycheck, then 1,000 rupees. Then 5,000 rupees. He didn't wait to earn more. He started where he was. Slowly, he built a safety net, then an investment fund, and soon his money started earning for him. At first, paying himself first wasn't easy. Bills came before savings. Unexpected expenses kept testing his resolve. But Vidura stayed firm. He remembered Rich Dad's words, "If you can't manage small amounts, you'll never manage large ones." A few months later, his savings became his seed capital, the foundation for expanding his kiosk chain and digital studio. Vidura realized wealth wasn't about how much he made. It was about how much he kept. Paying himself first wasn't greed. It was self-respect. It meant valuing his future as much as his present. He no longer worked for money. His money had started working for him. Rich Dad once said, "The secret to building wealth isn't earning more, it's keeping more." Vidura understood it deeply now. Paying himself first wasn't about money, it was about mindset. A promise to never forget his own growth. If you wait to save what's left after spending, you'll never have anything left. But if you save first, you'll always have something to build from. Vidura had learned how to build and protect wealth. But what Rich Dad said next surprised him the most. True wealth doesn't come from keeping, it comes from giving. How could giving away money make you wealthier? Vidura was about to find out, in ways that went beyond numbers. Next episode, The Power of Giving, How Generosity Builds Wealth. Because sometimes, the more you share, the more the universe returns. You're watching Mayur Maruthi's channel. If Vidura's journey inspired you, hit subscribe, tap that bell, and don't miss the next soul-stirring lesson, The Power of Giving, How Generosity Builds Wealth. Because true prosperity begins when you learn to give without fear.